Hello, this is the Timeless Tarot, and today's reading is going to be for the sign of Pisces, and we're going to be looking at career and finance. Okay, so we'll go straight to the bottom of the deck, and we have Two of Pentacles. This could indicate that you're in a 2-year cycle, or it could mean that you are weighing up your options, really. And I feel like you might have been weighing up your options for a while, perhaps. Potentially weighing up your options for 2 years. I think let's see what's next at the bottom. Queen of Pentacles, great news. You seem to be in a phase of recognising or knowing your own worth. And it could be something that you've been working on. The Queen of Pentacles, well, she's the Queen of Money. So that could be another thing, actually. But in particular, she's the worth that she is involved with, or the wealth, if you like, is personal worth and wealth. So she's the Queen of knowing your own worth. Oh, and underneath that, we have the Ace of Cups. Maybe this isn't going to be a career and finance reading. Maybe there is a bit of a love situation going on, or perhaps, Pisces, you are learning to love yourself. It could be that you've been doing this gradually over 2 years. It could be that you've been weighing up what to do for a period of 2 years, and during that period of time, I feel like saying you've got to know yourself better, and I feel like you love yourself more. Although this could relate to a brand new love. Just because it's connected with the Queen of Pentacles, I'm not quite sure. So we might have to wait and see how that develops as we go along. We'll come back to those cards again throughout the reading. The Two of Pentacles is sort of an infinite motion. So, you know, going around in a perpetual loop. So it could be that you have been, I feel like saying, trying to find your way through a situation. It feels to me a little bit like you might almost have been going through some sort of maze, or wading in treacle almost. I feel like you've been struggling to feel the love, perhaps. That could be to do with yourself, or it could be to do with other people. Interesting. The centre of the reading, we have the Two of Swords. This is very definitely about making a choice. The thing with the Two of Swords is that it's not always clear what the choice is, or how to go about making the right choice, because this person is blindfolded in the card. So it's not clear the way forward. And that is sort of the feeling I'm getting here from the Two of Pentacles, that you've been in a period of time where you're trying to find your way clearly out of, or forward, or through. But it feels like you're trying to navigate a situation and make a choice. Now, what is crossing that, the reason why you have not managed to make your choice yet, or what is holding you back, if you like, from making the choice, is the Four of Rods. This can be a twin flame card, so this could actually be a bit of a love reading. We've got the Ace of Cups and the twin flame card here, so look out, there could be love in this reading as well. If it's not love, then it's a celebration. So it may be other things are getting in the way of you making the right choice. That's a little bit confusing. I think we'll get a clarifier for that. Why do we have the Four of Wands crossing the Two of Swords for Pisces, please? Six of Pentacles. This is the card of reciprocity, or shared equality, if you like. Sharing things out evenly and distributing assets fairly. Yeah, this feels quite financial to me. Pentacles are always financial, but in this card I'm drawn to the weighing on the scales. So I think you might be in a financial situation, or struggling to find fairness out of a financial situation. Actually, it could be that you're trying to find your way out of a marriage, or trying to find the fairness. Maybe you're trying to divide up a home, potentially, to get a fair financial outcome. It could be that. And there isn't a clear path forward, it feels like. You see, now I did Virgo yesterday, and Virgo is your opposite sign. And there is a link between the two signs. There's a shared energy, and that was about getting a fair financial outcome. I'm getting the same sort of feeling here. It feels like you can't be sure how to get a financial outcome. I wouldn't say this is feeling terrifically worky so far, but it is feeling financial. Right, let's get another one. Why can Pisces not make a choice? Actually, when I was shuffling, twice the Ace of Swords tried to come out. Now that is the sword of truth and clarity. And it does feel to me like you can't see everything clearly here. Trying to get a fair outcome. I don't think I'm going to get a card. I might look at the bottom of the deck instead. And we have the Knight of Rods. And well, actually, the only thing I can get here is that maybe you're in a new relationship, and because of that, you're struggling to find a clear way forward to get the fairness out of a separation. That's one way of looking at it. So if you're in a separated situation, that could be it, because it could be that you're actually struggling to see the way forward because of the new partner. I think I'm going to have to leave that centre at that for now, because I can't seem to get a clearer way forward from there. On the face of things, you are struggling. Actually, I'm just looking here. You might well be in a new love affair. And because you're in a new love affair, it might mean that you are unable to see the way forward clearly to do with separating some sort of situation in order to get a fair outcome. You know, if that isn't working for you, then I apologise, because I can't seem to get a clearer reading on that. In any case, you're struggling. And so it sort of looks to everybody that you're struggling in a way. Let's get a clarifier for strength. Why have we got the strength card in the crowning position? Page of Pentacles. It's to do with you're not being offered what you truly deserve, and you're struggling to get what you deserve. That is what that is. So there is a struggle here. You can't see a way forward to getting what you deserve. You should be seeing a way forward to getting what you deserve. It's either that you're being distracted by a younger fire sign, or that a fire sign is making things difficult for you. Potentially, possibly. What's underneath the situation, or what's hidden, or what is not obvious, is you are in your own best energy. This is the Queen of Cups. This is your queen. This is your Pisces queen energy. Perhaps you're in a new love situation that other people don't know about. We have the Four of Pentacles here as well. There's a lot of money cards out here so far. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the 2, the 6, the 4, the Page. We've got a lot of Pentacles here. The Four of Pentacles is a card of ego, pride, clinging on to things that no longer serve you. If you're trying to get a fair outcome, maybe, now here's another thing. Maybe you're struggling to be strong enough to get what you deserve. Perhaps you are in your watery energy and you're being too nice. You're finding it difficult to actually be steely enough to get what you deserve. That could be a thing. That could very definitely be a thing. If you're in a financial situation, that definitely makes sense. In the past, it looks like you had everything you needed in the past, really. You had a lot of money. The aces are always divinely presented. So the Ace of Cups, you're being offered love. And it was either love for yourself or it's the love of somebody else. In the past, you were offered a really stable financial future. And that is very much in the past. There is a problem here with money going on, Pisces, it looks like. That you had all the money that you needed in the past. But now you are trying to find your way through a maze, a difficult maze, trying to work your way out of getting a fair outcome. And it's not easy. You really can't see your way clearly forward. That's what that feels like. That the money that you had in the past is now being divided up. It needs to be divided up. It's really interesting. In the future, well, now what's even more interesting is in the future we have temperance, but we have temperance reversed. Now, as a general rule, I don't read reversals. I make sure my cards are all the right way up because I prefer to read upright cards. But because temperance has come out upside down, I'm going to read it upside down. You're not balanced. You can't seem to find the balance. And this is what we're saying. These are both cards of equality and balance. And you're struggling to find the balance at the moment. And in the future, it looks like you're still struggling to find the balance. The question is, why? Why do we have temperance reversed in the future? I actually had a dream the other night that temperance had been removed from the tarot card deck. Well, that would make the tarot card deck itself entirely unbalanced. So temperance is an important card. What is clarifying temperance in the future is the Four of Cups. This is the card of not having what you want and not wanting what is being offered. And that's what I was saying a minute ago, that whatever you're being offered is not enough. That does not equate anywhere near to that. So you've got a tiny little offer from the Page of Pentacles coming in, but in the past you had a whole lot more. And this is not an equal share. There's something very much unbalanced here to do with finances. And you're either trying to separate and divide money from a family. Oh yeah, it could be from a family actually. Because thinking about it, maybe it's not a breakup. It could be a family situation because there's 3 people here. So this would imply to me actually that if you're not in the midst of a breakup, it could be that you've got a financial situation to deal with ongoing from a family situation. It could be that. And that you're struggling, really struggling to find balance and to get what you are owed, I suppose, in a way. So what is being offered you're not happy with. We've already said this at the top. You're not happy with what's on offer. And in the future, you're not happy with what's on offer. I don't think this is going to be too far in the future. This all feels quite close together to me. And in general, I do a reading for 4 to 6 weeks. So if you're in a situation where you're trying to get some sort of situation resolved that's been ongoing for 2 years, do you know what? Now I'm looking at this Queen of Pentacles. This could be something to do with an inheritance that you are struggling to get sorted out. It could be. Because this feels like a mother's love to me. So it could be for some of you that you've lost a parent or a grandparent and that you're struggling to get the inheritance sorted out. Oh, I'm sorry if that's the case, because this feels like it's been going on for a long while, and I'm afraid to say it feels like it's going on for a bit longer. But don't leave just yet, because at the outcome we've got some great cards. So don't despair. Yeah, what you're being offered you don't want. Actually, it's not even that. What you're being offered is not fair. And what you want, you're struggling to find a way to say what you want. This feels like you can't speak, really, in a way. I know normally this is a card of choosing, but actually it's feeling like a very quiet card. It's like you don't know, you just don't know how to get what you want. The more I'm looking at these cards now, the more I'm feeling like this is something to do with a family situation. Yeah, so it could be that a family is breaking up, but it could be that it's an inheritance that you're struggling to split amicably with the rest of the family. It could be that. In the personal position, we have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you don't have what you need in a personal way. And the Five of Pentacles is the card of lack, but it's mostly a lack of money, and you don't have what you need. And right at the centre here, again, we're struggling to get equality of finances that you need with the Six of Pentacles. And in a personal way, you're struggling with the Five of Pentacles. You are struggling because what you're being offered is not enough. In fact, it feels to me like you might be short of money. Actually struggling for money is what it feels like. Let's take a clarifier. Why do we have... Oh, that was quick. 5 of Pentacles. Oh, good news. If that's the case, if you are struggling for money, things are going to move forward. The Chariot, and you've got a bit of help here. The Chariot is the card of guided movement forward. Now, as I said, you're not getting it just yet. The Chariot is the card of getting ready for movement. So it might be that somebody's giving you some literal advice on how to move the situation forward, because that would be what the Chariot is talking about, moving a situation forward. Or it could be that you are gaining some insight, some wisdom, or even some messages from beyond the grave in a way, because this is guided. So if this isn't an inheritance situation, it could be that you might have a dream, I think, where you're told what to do, or you might be talking to a parent or grandparent to try and work out what to do. I think so. And I think actually if that's the case, that would be giving you quite a lot of support and solace in a way. One thing I would just quickly like to add here, regardless of whether you are a religious person or not, you might find it helpful during this difficult time to actually go into a church and seek a little bit of solace and see if you can find some answers in there. There's something about the environment in churches that are very calming and soothing and quiet. They help to quieten the mind. And if you're really struggling, that might be a suggestion, because this is the card of guided moving forward. So there is some guidance that is coming to you in a personal way. In the home position, we have the Fool. This is talking about taking a leap of faith, jumping into a situation at home, or jumping out of a situation at home. The Fool is a brave energy. I feel like you have to be brave in the home. I'm sorry, I feel a little bit like crying now. This feels really hard all of a sudden, that this situation is really eating you up almost, defeating you. Let's get a clarifier for the Fool. What's that one? 7 of Pentacles. It's another money card. This is waiting for what you're owed. Yeah, this is, you are struggling to get what you are owed. And it's something to do with money. It's an inheritance. And if it's not an inheritance, then it's the share of the breaking up of family assets. Or if it's not that, maybe it's a work payout or something like that. You are trying to get what you're owed. You're waiting for what you're owed. And you're not getting it. All of these cards are saying the same thing. I'm not going to get anything else there, I don't think. Oh, well, just underneath, it's a battle to do with other people. And this is in the home. So, so maybe there's a home to sell. Could be something like that. It actually, I feel like saying that somebody might have actually been foolish to do with some sort of home situation to do with money. Yeah, it feels a bit like somebody's been foolish. Somebody's done something foolish. Maybe there wasn't a will, or maybe the will wasn't fair, or something like that. And you're really struggling and waiting to try and get the result here that you need. Gosh, that's a shame. In the hopes and fears position, yeah, you are struggling. You're having sleepless nights. You're fearing. You're fearing that there isn't going to be an end to this. There is going to be an end to this. All things end eventually. But I just think that this has been taking a toll on you, and it's been going on for a while. Yeah, that's true. If ever the Ace of Swords springs out when I'm speaking, it's talking of truth. This has been going on for a while. It's causing you sleepless nights. The good thing is, if you add the 9 and the 1 together, you get the 10 of Swords, which is an ending. So this is going to end. And the truth is going to come out too. So if something has been hidden, which has prevented you from moving this situation forward, it is going to come to light. This is another divinely presented gift. You have now got 3 aces here. So you are, and the Chariot, which is guidance. There's a lot of divinely presented, I feel like saying information. You're being given information. You're being gifted some information. with the Ace of Swords. You're being gifted some information. It's going to help. The outcome, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, thank goodness. The Wheel of Fortune is a fortunate energy that is going to be moving in your direction. In fact, I actually think it's already moving for you. Because what comes with it is the Ten of Swords, and I've already talked about that a minute ago. So that is very definitely an ending. So this is an ending and this is a new beginning. And the brilliant thing about the Wheel of Fortune is it won't stop rolling. It is a wheel. It's going to keep on going. And it'll keep on going until it's delivered the good fortune to you. So the fact that you feel like you can't cope anymore and you're defeated is exactly the right point for the Wheel of Fortune to start at. I took 2 other cards to come with it actually as well. And those were the Star and the Death card. Death is an inevitable change, and it's what I said before, all things change in the end. Nothing ever stays the same. So although this is a difficult situation you're struggling to see your way out of, and you're waiting and you're feeling like you haven't got enough money and you're struggling to get a fair payout, in the end, inevitably, that change is going to come. And you are going to get your wishes coming true because this is the Star card. So let's just read these 4 cards together. We have, this is very, very positive. You're feeling defeated by something and feeling like the change is never going to come. The change is now. The change is now coming. Things are already changing. And if you don't know that yet, you will soon find that out because you're going to be given some clarity on the situation. The Wheel of Fortune is going to start turning in your favour, and this reading is for the next 4 to 6 weeks. So the Wheel of Fortune is going to start bringing you a much more positive, powerful, fortunate energy that you are due, that you are owed. And then your wishes will come true. See, I think you're probably at this point in time, you're just wishing that the whole thing would end and that you could just get to the end of this. That's what it feels like. It feels like this has been very, very difficult and you're dying to get it over with. I think you're not quite there yet, but you are going to get what you want in the end. I just wanted to look at the bottom of the deck. Things are moving forward. You're moving from a difficult situation into a much more positive one. And the Six of Swords is always moving from negative to positive. And it's normally with the help of somebody else. One other thing I'd quite like to say, I don't know if I took a timing card here. I know I said the reading is for the next 4 to 6 weeks, but in terms of timing, with the type of spread that I do, that last card that I took would be, well, the Star is not, the Death is not, the Ace of Swords was there. Those are all 3 major arcana that were with the outcome. Those are not timing cards. The Ten of Swords is a timing card. We've also had the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Swords. That also makes 10. And now we've had the Six of Swords. So I think actually that this is going to be coming into a much, much better energy very soon. And actually now at the bottom of the deck, we have the Happy Ever After card. And this is the Happy Ever After card that comes with money, home, family, property. And so where you've been in a very difficult situation trying to get a fair deal for you and probably for other people as well, new information is coming to light and you are going to be getting your wishes coming true because the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. Hopefully within the next 10 days or so, you'll hear some positive news. Hopefully within the next 4 to 6 weeks, the situation that you're currently in will be a whole lot better than it is at the moment. Well, I really hope so. Well, this has been a hopeful message for the future, for the near future, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe so that I can read your energy more easily, which will help me to do more accurate readings for you and your situation in the future. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. But until the next time, this has been the Timeless Tarot. Goodbye.